I think my grandma's on the porch. That's great. We're gonna visit her. She's just sitting out on the porch. That's great. I love to see that because she's enjoying this beautiful weather. The wind. That's why she moved out here, for the view and the weather. Hey Grandma, how are you doing? Yeah. How are you doing?
You're all equipped real well for bicycle riding, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta get off.
I heard you were doing that.
Yeah. Let me get off. I'll sit with you for a little while. But yeah, I gotta get my foot off this pedal and then I got a pin that I use to straighten it out.
Yeah. Well, there's a chair here. I was just wishing somebody would be sitting by me here.
Okay, let me put this pin in my leg here. Straighten it out for a little bit.
What? Oh.
Just straighten the leg out for a little bit. Park the bike and then
Let me give you this chair.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna
Need to put it on your foot on the chair.
No. I'm just gonna I can pull this pin out right here and then it bends. I made it out of a gate hinge, so it moves like this, you know, and unless I put this pin in, it does that, you know. This locks it out, the pin, so now I can walk without it bending.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah, I mean, it does two things. It just swings freely for bicycle riding, and it locks out for walking. Oh. And that's the ideal bicycle leg, because when you have all this technology, it just gets heavy and expensive. So this is just simple and cheap and just what I need.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
It gives you something to do outside, which is healthy. Healthy thing to do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sitting out here. I love this fresh air. I saw you way down there.
Oh, really?
Oh, he turned up here, so.
Yeah.
And then I thought there was somebody that was gonna, go to one of these houses. I didn't realize that was you.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't even realize I'm missing a leg on a bicycle because I ride like a normal person. But when I run, everybody stops and, tells me how inspirational I am. But on a bicycle, everyone just, I'm riding so normal and just gliding along. Everyone just assumes that I've got two real legs. They don't look closely enough. It's rarely that anyone even looks closely enough to notice that I'm actually missing a leg.
That's why I didn't recognize you, because you just look normal.
Yeah.
Like anybody else riding a bike.
Yeah. Beautiful day to be out here.
Oh, it's a beautiful day to sit here, although I'm wishing I had my jacket on.
Yeah.
I might need to run in and get it, because I sure don't want to catch a cold.
No, it was raining this morning. It was raining pretty hard this morning when I woke up. And it rained all night. It's been raining the last few days. It's supposed to rain some more today, and then the next few days and all night. So.
Is that what the forecast?
Yeah, the forecast is for a lot more rain.
Oh.
And
I did hear that, come to think of it, yeah.
Yeah, but these gravel roads have already dried out enough to where I can ride my bike with. There's not too much mud on the gravel. And I rode down from my house to Burn City Road, and then down that Twin Bridges Road to Old Denton Road here, and then I came all the way up to here. And I'm probably going to go back near Sorrells Lake, and then go down, by that new high school, and go over the bridge by the zoo. That's how I'll get home.
That put you on the highway, or you
I won't get on 35. I'll go over the interstate.
Yeah, the overpass, and you come in.
Yeah.
Past the,
the college, by the college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bees are, I think they're bees, although I think they're bumblebees, and they've been hanging around for a week or more.
Yeah.
And there's nothing for them to eat, and I can't figure out why they're here, but unless they're eating these leaves.
Yeah.
They could be doing that.
Yeah. I think they may be finding flowers somewhere. There's definitely wildflowers everywhere, and I see you've got some roses.
There was a few, although they got mowed down. The dandelions and Those little white puffy things, they're dandelions too, I guess, but they're white.
Yeah, yeah, puffy seed pods from the dandelions. And, you know, down by the highway, there's a lot of buttercups in the ditch still.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
They were here too, the yellow and white buttercups.
Yep, and pink buttercups too, yellow, pink.
He mowed them down and they didn't come back, so.
Yeah, well, they're in the ditches still, and they're along the roads, but there's a place on the way here that's got a lot of bluebonnets, but they're starting to die out and thin out and lose their brilliant blue.
I had bluebonnets for a while, but not many.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a lot of bumblebees buzzing around. They seem to really like those, what do you call those plants?
I can't figure out what they're eating.
You remember what those plants are called? I don't remember what those are called.
Yeah, they must be getting something from that.
Yeah.
The leaves.
Yeah. Boy, all this rain is just making the spring so beautiful.
Yeah, it's just really the best time of the year right now.
Yeah, we've had springs where there's just hardly any rain at all. I remember in 2007, we got one little bitty rain. It's hardly anything, and then
it'll
nothing.
Start getting hot in June. Well, maybe not. Maybe June will be cooler than usual, but in July and August it gets pretty hot.
Yeah. Had anybody visit you lately?
Are you wet? You're sweating?
Yeah, just sweat. It's just sweat.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I've got water. I've got 4 bottles on my bicycle. 4 bottles of water, and I haven't even taken a sip yet.
Good.
So.
And then, like if you're sitting here in the wind, you'll cool off too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're probably cold right now.
Yeah. You know, you'd be surprised how fast and far I can go on a bike, and really while I'm going, the wind blows on me, and it feels cool. You know, even when it's hot, it's a natural way of cooling. But I do go through a lot of water, and I have to drink a lot, especially when it gets really hot. Yeah.
That's good for you.
Oh yeah, I really enjoy it. You know, I just enjoy it a lot. I was in town and I passed these 2 boys on their bicycles. They were riding up in front of me, zigzagging around the road, and I'm going on a mission, you know, and I go right past them, and then you could see them look at each other like, what the heck? We just got passed by somebody with 1 leg. And then one of them took off and he passed me, and he was going as fast as he could, and I said, are you trying to race me? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, I've got more endurance than you do. And I said, it's on, let's go. And so he took off, and sure enough, he got tired, and I passed him. I said, good job, and kept going.
Yeah.
But yeah, riding a bike now for me is just as fun as it was when I was a little kid, and I'd forgotten how much fun it is.
Well, that's a good thing. It gives you something to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and there's tricycles and they have all kinds of bicycles these days. Some are lower to the ground, you know, with 4 wheels or 3 wheels. So there's a lot of options. My mom has a big tricycle that she rides sometimes. But.
You know, Pat and Karen are coming down I think the last week of this month. Anyway, I could let you know. I think Pat would love to see you out here on your bicycle and your apparatus and everything.
Yeah, you think he's going to bring his bicycle?
But I'll let you know.
Okay.
When he comes. What he told me was the 24th, but then the following weekend is Labor Day weekend, so maybe he'll decide to. But anyway, I'll let you know, or your mom, she could tell you. But
yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. I wish he would bring his bicycle so we could ride around somewhere. Wherever he wants, I'd like to ride. So I know he's always liked to ride. I remember when I was a little kid, you know, there were all these 10-speed bicycles at your house on Wine Street.
Yeah, you were a little go-getter. Andy always said, Aaron, stop. Don't do that, Aaron.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Andy called you like that.
Oh yeah.
Y'all, you remember the time you and I think it was Adam Record, right? jumped on the train and went to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. I'm glad we made it back safely, and I'll never forget
it's a holy wonder you made it back safe.
We'll never forget the experience, but it was just so loud, and that train was so slow, and it kept stopping out in the country, and there was this area where we were staying on the train. You could tell homeless people and hobos had been in there, and they just stank. And
well, it's a wonder y'all got back safely.
yeah, it is, because on our way back we got some guys that worked for the railroad saw us and made us leave, and we walked into the bushes and waited till they left, and then we jumped back on the train, and then the train took off back towards Gainesville from Oklahoma City. So it took 7 hours or something. You know, on our way back from Gainesville or Oklahoma City to Gainesville, that train took, I think, 7 hours to get.
Y'all were hungry and
here.
thirsty by
Yeah,
that
yeah, it was just.
Just took one trip.
Yeah, it was a unique.
Teach y'all a lesson.
Yeah, it just was not the way to travel. I'll tell you that. It was not comfortable at all.
Did y'all spend the night at Bob's or?
We did. We spent the night at Bob's, but Bob had to go to work the next morning, so he dropped us off by the railroad, and he's like, "Good luck, boys." And so he figured if we could make it there, we could make it back, and we did. So
yeah, it's a holy wonder y'all got back. No things could have happened.
yeah, Adam and I, we had a lot of amazing adventures for our age,
Yeah.
you know, as kids.
It was always your idea.
Well, maybe. I mean, but he was definitely down for making it, you know, doing it with me and making it exciting, and he'd have his own ideas along the way, and so it was definitely a team effort that would have never happened without both of us. So.
Well, Adam's working every day. Ted's trying to, his dad, trying to retire, and so Adam, so he's busy as heck.
Yeah, sure he is. Yeah, I always liked traveling with them. I got to travel into Mexico. And
yeah, you got to go down there, didn't you?
yeah, it was exciting. Ted has an exciting job. You better know what he's doing, though, because it could be dangerous in some of those places, you know, far away in other countries. You don't know how the people respect the laws and how they treat each other there in some of those places they go. They've got to do their research before they go into an area.
Yeah.
Just pray for the best safety, you know, because some of these places, you know, there's drug cartels in the forest growing their drugs along with the coffee beans, and so it can be dangerous.
Yeah. Are you keeping track of what's happening now down there on the border?
A lot of immigrants coming through.
Thousands of people, Mexicans, who are coming into the United States.
Yeah.
And there's
illegally. Yeah.
See, President Biden opened the borders and now the drugs and the drug cartels and the criminals are all coming in too. So.
Yeah, it's no good. I try not to think about it or watch the news just because I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Other than vote, you know, I do vote. So
that's about
beyond that, I just
all of us can do.
Can't really waste a whole lot of energy on the things that are out of my control beyond that. So
yeah.
It's not my place. If I was an elected official, then yeah, I could make some executive decisions, but it's not the way it is. So try to enjoy this beautiful weather. And
I've been sitting out here quite a bit today because it's just so nice.
Yeah.
Just kind of the right temperature.
Yeah, it is really just right. It doesn't look like it's about to rain, but the forecast says it will before sundown.
Yeah, the rain is in the forecast. It's just that rain's supposed to be coming today, but it hadn't. Somewhere else, I guess, it's raining.
Yeah.
And see that mockingbird over there? Every year about this time,
yeah,
they lay eggs in that and have a nest in that tree. I can't see it though this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they lay eggs, and then they sit on it, and then they raise little. And these are That's their home place there.
Are you talking about that live oak tree right there? That nest at the
By
bottom?
the fence?
Oh, it's on the other side of on the fence is where it is? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, those birds, they sure make add a lot to the spring and the summer because you know, all winter long it's been just quiet, you know, and now there's just that chirping and everywhere the birds singing. They just really
there's
add.
quite a few just flying around here. There's some in these trees too.
Yeah.
And these darn bumblebees or something, I don't know what they're. And these bumblebees, I call them bumblebees.
Yeah.
Because I remember we had some when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's okay. I do that all the time too. So yeah, the bumblebees, I've never been stung by a bumblebee. Have you ever been stung by a bumblebee?
You say you did?
I never have been stung by a bumblebee.
I don't know if they bite even. They may not bite because
Yeah.
they're flying around here and they haven't bitten me yet. Of course, I haven't hit one.
Yeah, you haven't agitated them. So
they stay out of your way.
Yeah, I've never had one sting me. And I've actually agitated them a lot and swatted at them, and they buzz around you, but they don't really. I guess they could sting if they wanted to, but then they die if they sting. They've only got one stinger, so they don't want to sting you unless they have to.
Also, I've got a bird back on the back porch. It's built out of mud.
Yes.
What are they? Barn swallows?
Yeah, some kind of barn swallow.
This bird built a big. Right, she started here, but there was too many people on this porch up there on the ceiling.
Oh yeah, I see where.
But she went back there.
Yeah.
And built it and laid some eggs.
Yeah.
And now there's little birds in that nest. And where I sat back there, it's right above my head.
Okay.
So she comes, now the little birds hatched.
Yeah.
And they're in that mud thing.
Yeah.
And here she comes, she brings food to them, and she flies, she misses my head, you know, by that front.
Yeah, she's right there by you, huh?
And she's really telling me to get out of here. So.
Yeah. Well, it's your house, but she's
they'll stay in that mud hut or whatever until they learn how to fly.
Yeah. Those barn swallows, I really think it's neat the way they build their houses out of mud and just latch it onto the side of a wall or something. And when I ride my bike under bridges lately, there's a lot of those barn swallows under the bridges, and I'll go yodel-odel-odel-hee-hoo, and they'll all fly out and start flying around me. Kind of startles them. So.
But these mockingbirds, they have it in the tree. There's some birds that will build a long nest that just hangs.
Yeah.
I've seen those, but not much.
Yeah, I haven't seen many of those. But the mockingbirds, they're the state bird of Texas. I think they have several, they hatch out birds they raise several batches of young throughout the spring and summer, I think, you know, from what I've read. A lot of birds do. They don't just raise one batch. They do one and then another and then another, you know, as long as the weather's good.
Did you bring water with you?
Yes, I brought water.
I was going to offer you some water, but...
Yeah, I brought plenty. I'm good. I think I'll be heading out pretty soon. Heading back to Gainesville. But everything going all right here? You enjoying the weather?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Pat and Karen to come.
Yeah.
But that's next week or week after.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I wonder if Pat will bring his bicycle. Does he ever bring his bicycle?
No. You know, what he wants to do, he told me he wants to paint these shutters.
Oh.
And they don't need paint, I guess. And then John I told him.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, I'll come over with see Pat, and I'll help him do that." So
yeah,
we'll see.
All right. Well, that's good.
But I think Pat would like to see you if you come out.
Oh yeah.
Again while he's here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll ride out here while he's here.
Yeah, he'd like to see that probably.
Yeah, and I just went down to the Sneeder-John Dairy. On my way here, I went to the Sneeder-John Dairy and rode around in Mary's and Alan's driveway, and then just came back.
You didn't visit with him?
No, I didn't go in and Alan was out there on a tractor. He was back. I could hear him and see him in the shop way back there. He was on a tractor moving around.
Yeah, he farms that. He's probably
he's busy. And then there was some some of their workers were in a little buggy type mule trying to round up the cows to go milk them. It's probably milking time, so they were rounding up those cows. I think moving them to the milk parlor. And then there was a big truck coming out that had just loaded up milk from the milk barn, and it was coming out. So I saw a lot of activity. I just didn't talk to anybody. Didn't want to stop anybody.
They pick up the milk. Take it to Denton or Dallas. I don't know where they take it.
Yeah, it's a big old truck. It must have had a lot of milk in it.
Big.
A big
they
tank.
go to a lot of dairies, I guess.
Yeah. They must. Well, I better get going because I need to do some things myself, but I just wanted to stop by. I'm glad I did too.
Just be careful. You don't want to get hurt again.
I know. I don't want to get hurt again. I need other people to be careful for me too, though. So. But this camera that I've got on here, it deters a lot of people. They see this camera and they know they need to move aside, because a lot of people these days know what a GoPro looks like, and so it helps, but can't control the other people on the road. That's the problem. Yeah, me too.
Just be careful.
I will. I'm just gonna get on right here and. All right, I'm on.
Okay, you come back.
I will. You have a great rest of your day and enjoy this weather while it lasts.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye. That was Grandma Vicky. She seems to be enjoying the beautiful weather, just like me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it. We got to visit my grandma. She's a wonderful person. If you have a grandma, be sure to visit her, because grandmas don't stick around forever. All right, and for those of you who enjoyed this video, I've got a lot of other awesome videos. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, consider donating to the Challenge Athletes Foundation. They help athletes like me, athletes with disabilities, get the equipment we need to get out here and live fulfilling lives and do amazing things like this. Go on adventures, be athletes, just like everybody else who wants to be. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.